Hey PokeTubers, I'm back. And on today's video, we're going to talk about the Pokemon legacy of myself. When I say Pokemon legacy, I'm talking about the whole legacy in my journey through Pokemon from when I was a little boy until now, being 24. And some people are like, well, you're 24, aren't you a little old for Pokemon? No, you're never too old for Pokemon. This is going to be a two-part video. In the first part, I'm going to show you the games, strategy guides, and in the next part of the video, I'm going to show you the different cards and other things that I've collected over the years that are Pokemon related. So, without further ado, this is like a little trading card binder thing. It says Game Boy on it, and what it is, it's for Game Boy games. So it's like a trading card thing that only holds Game Boy cartridges. Because, you know, in the 90s, this is what we had. We didn't have the little tiny DS things or whatever, cords that plugged into our DS's or Wii's or whatever and charged them. So, of course, the first game that I got was Pokemon Blue version. I played it so much that the battery died in it. It won't come on anymore. But that was the first game that I got with the Game Boy one year for Christmas. My uncle got it for me and I was like, what is this? I don't know what Pokemon is. About a week later, everyone had red or blue. And yeah, this is just a keeper for my Game Boy game. So let's go through them. I have blue version, red version, yellow version, gold version, silver, and crystal. Because like you had to have all the games or you weren't cool. There are spaces for more, but I don't have anything else in there because I don't think that it's worth it. I do have a cool map of like Pokemon TCG stuff. I may show you another video, and the original pre-release version, saver for Diamond version, because Diamond version was awesome. But as far as Game Boy Advance goes, I have all of those games. I don't really want to show them to you, but I do have something I think is a little bit cooler. The original boxes. And yes, they are a little beat up because I stored them not so perfectly, but this is the one for Emerald version, which in my opinion was like the best Pokemon game ever made. Like really holographic compared to the crap they put on boxes now. Like, oh, Pokemon Y. Cool. But two of my other favorite games were Fire Red and Leaf Green. I like Leaf Green better because like Venusaur to me is just so much cooler than Charizard is, just because it's like Charizard is overrated. Like everyone's good at Charizard. When I was a kid, we even played on a soccer team, and we named them the Charizards because everyone liked Charizard. And you're like, you know, what are you doing with your life? Some other DS games that were interesting when I was younger, when the DS came out, the first thing we had was Pokemon Dash. And basically what that game was like a race. It was like a terrible like Mario Kart version of no carts and Pokemon running races. It was terrible. We have Pokemon Ranger. I also have Shadows of Almia, which I didn't think was as fun as this Pokemon Ranger. And I think they came out with another one, maybe for 3DS or another DS game. I really don't know. But Pokemon Ranger was awesome to me. Like, it wasn't a typical Pokemon game where you catch the Pokemon. You used the stylus to, like, circle them, and you had a thing called a styler. And you couldn't actually catch Pokemon, you just borrowed them for help. It was weird. But, I mean, definitely go to a used game store or eBay, pick up Pokemon Ranger. It's a fun game to play. This is Pokemon Troze. And they came out with a newer game kind of like this. I think it's Pokemon Shuffle. It's basically the same thing, except for it's newer Pokemon. And Pokemon Troze wasn't super fun. Like I played it for like the 2 days that like the first 2 days I had it, and then Pokemon Y version box. No one cares. But the DS really introduced a different platform of gaming to so many people, and I loved it. I was one of the first persons to have a DS, and the first thing I found out was, oh wow, Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. We gotta get it. We gotta get it. We gotta get it. And well, I got it before it came out in America, because that's before they started doing the whole worldwide release dates on the same day. Japan always got it first, so I had to have the Pokemon Diamond version in Japanese. So I ordered it on eBay, and I mean the whole box is freaking shiny. Like, this is just awesome. Awesome, man. Freaking awesome. I beat the whole game in Japanese, and I was like in like the 9th grade when this game came out, and I don't speak Japanese. I don't know Japanese. I had to just kind of guess what was going on. until these came out. And of course, I had Diamond version pre-reserved, and I bought Pearl like the summer after because I was bored and didn't have anything else to do. But they're wonderful Pokemon games, and the only thing that differs from the U.S. box and the Japanese box is the back of the box is fully hollow, and the front is too. But moving on to Gen 5. Gen 5 was a terrible generation. Generation 5 should have never happened. Pokemon White version with a black Pokemon, Pokemon Black version gave you the white Pokemon. To me, that made no sense. That's like Diamond version being Palkia and Pearl version being Dialga. Like, really? Get yourself together. That's when I only started buying just one of the games because it was just so terrible. And like Black and White 2, I never played it because it was black version or white version, whatever this game is, was so terrible. So terrible. And of course we have Generation 6, which really redeemed itself with Pokemon Y version. Awesome game. And of course a reboot of my favorite Ruby version. And a reboot of one of my favorites, which was Ruby version from Generation 3. Omega Ruby. The boxes are like really crappy. We're going to save paper. We're going to save the environment. So we build really crappy boxes. And now we move on to console gaming. I'm not sure which one I had first or which one came out first. I'm sure someone knows, but Pokemon Snap. Pokemon Snap was awesome. For those of you who are old enough to remember what a Blockbuster store is, when you use this game to take pictures of Pokemon, you could take the memory card to Blockbuster and you could print out your pictures like a Polaroid camera or a printer. It was really cool, and you could stick them on stuff. Totally awesome. Pokemon Snap, the original to the TV, have your friends come over, sleep over video game for me. This is what it was. And if you had Pokemon Stadium, you had to have Pokemon Stadium 2 because it was gold and silver. It was awesome. Just as awesome as Pokemon Stadium was. Just as awesome. And of course, we have the GameCube, Pokemon Coliseum. And when I heard about Pokemon Coliseum, I originally thought, well, it's going to be like a stadium game. We're going to battle and catch Pokemon, and we're going to have the mini games. And you find out that it's really not. It's a story about a guy who steals Pokemon from thieves. What? But it was different. It introduced a whole new region and all kinds of other things. And of course, we have Pokemon Gale of Darkness, which was even like better. I don't know if it was better. It was in the same platform as Coliseum, where you stole Pokemon from evil people and you made their hearts good. But I mean, Shadow Lugia, these games introduced a whole type of Pokemon called Shadow Pokemon, like not Dark Pokemon, just Shadow Pokemon. Like, really, like, this is awesome. Like, why don't we have an alternate shiny version of Lugia instead of him being pink and like he's like, I am Pokemon Satan. Welcome to hell. But the Wii introduced a whole new Coliseum type thing. We skipped from Coliseum to Battle Revolution, or as the French say, Revolution. But this game was insanely awesome. Like, I remember this is the first game that had Wi-Fi. It even says like right there, Wi-Fi. It's Wi-Fi capable. So that means that you and your friends don't have to come over and have a sleepover. You can just get online and play, and you could use your DS and use all your Diamond and Pearl Pokemon, and it's just like, yeah, it was awesome. Awesome. And moving on to the Wii U, Wii 2, Pokken. I got this game the day it came out. I was really excited, and I played it for like 2 weeks, and then haven't touched it because like it lost its fun. Like, it needs more downloadable characters. You need something that's lacking. I mean, the fighting is good, the action is good, the character line is not good. It's like it just needs downloadable content and better stages, and yeah. And now that we're done with the physical aspect of it, let's get down to the cheat sheets, the strategy guides. I didn't know what a strategy guide was when I was younger, so I had red, blue, and yellow versions, and I beat red and blue, by the grace of God, or how any other kid does. Just has that one Pokemon that's like level 9,000, and your other ones are like 10. And your Pokemon dies in Elite Four, you're like, well, game over. I got this at my Blockbuster when I was younger. It's like a guidebook, but it's a Prima version, not the Nintendo version. It was super awesome because it basically walked me through what to do. And I remember how old I was, like 9 or 10, maybe 11. I don't know. It was awesome because it basically helped me, showed me everything. I mean, like, look at that. It's freaking awesome. Guidebook. It guides you. And before Gold and Silver even came out, I had a Gold and Silver Pokédex. This is a Pokédex. A freaking Pokédex. Not the little books that we had. Like, this thing told you, like, alright, this is the Shelder. This is the Cloyster. This is the Starmie and Shuckle and some Krabby and Kingler. Like, it gave you their stats, it gave you their moves, it gave you the levels, all that stuff like that. It told you where to find the Pokemon. Like, look at this. This is so awesome. I bought this at Tom's Fun. How much did this thing cost? $14.99 US, $17.99 Canada. This was in like 2000, 2001. This is awesome. This is totally awesome. Gold and Silver. Like, again, what are you doing with your life? Why don't they have cool things like this anymore? And of course, either Tom Thumb or Blockbuster, because they were right next to each other, we have the Gold and Silver guidebook. This whole freaking magazine is holographic. Look at this. The Nintendo Power official guide. We have Ho-Oh and Lugia, you know, being awesome mascots, and starters, and of course Pikachu, and what's that? It's a Crobat. Like, this is just so awesome. Like, look at this. This is the Kanto Johto. I think this is maybe the Johto region. But still, like, why doesn't Pokemon do this anymore? I don't know. Crystal version guidebook. This thing is really beat up. I used it a lot too. It's when I guess I got older and realized that, well, this really works. But this one had like a mini Pokédex in it, which wasn't as good as the main one. But hey, Crystal version, no one cares. I never had a Pokemon Stadium 1 guidebook, but I did have a Pokemon Stadium 2 guidebook, and it really helped. This one's pretty, like I said, used, because I carried them around everywhere I went. Showed them off to people. And now let's get into Generation 3. Yay! Okay, I have again, I still think when GameStop was GameStop and no longer Funko Land, but we have a Ruby Sapphire guidebook. Freaking awesome. This is the Prima guide or Brady Games or whatever, non-original, but it's still freaking awesome game, freaking awesome guide. And of course, we can't forget the world's best game, Pokemon Emerald, the guidebook. Man, this thing is thick. It's holographic. Like, again, that's what I'm saying. Like, Pokemon, take notes. People, Nintendo, take notes. Look at this. This is awesome. So was the Fire Red and Leaf Green. Holographic. Freaking holographic. Ooh. Look at this. Look at this. Look how awesome this is. I really used the heck out of this. Like, seriously. Like, look at that. Like, it's got pages that are creased up and bent up. I used to take it to school and read it during study hall and get it, like, sent to detention because I was reading, like, evil Pokemon stuff when I was frowned upon. So, just like the other ones, Pokemon Coliseum, Pokemon Gale of Darkness books. Nothing super special. You play the games, you understand. And I'll go ahead and show you this one since we're moving on to Generation 4 and this is closer to me. Pokemon Battle Revolution. Got the guidebook. It's in the best condition because it's like, I guess I never left the house with it, and when I needed it, only reason I needed it was to beat like the battle tower thing where you got Ho-Oh. Maybe that was on Coliseum. I don't know. I didn't use this game much because to me it was more of a fun thing. You import your Pokemon from Diamond and Pearl, and that's when you really had Game Sharks, and it was just like murdering your family. But we'll start with the Ultimate National Pokedex. I don't even know. Was Arceus in this? No, it stops with Manaphy. So, it's not holographic. No. The letters Pokedex are. But, train without pain. This was like the post-game stuff. It showed you how to get to like Giratina and all that other stuff. And I made notes. I made notes in all my books. But you can't. Oh, see, there we go. Holographic. Like, see, this is Pokemon done right. Holographic. Two of the best legendaries there ever was. And of course, these gym leaders. Couldn't tell you any of their names anymore other than that one. Maybe this one. That one. They're father and son, but look at this. This is awesome. It shines. And of course, you had to go with the obligatory slap in the face. Pokemon Black and White version. Game sucked. The guide sucked. The whole generation sucked. But I don't have one to show you for 6th gen because Omega Ruby was like a run through, of like going back home after you move out, and you're like, I know everything to do. It's just the cool new things. And if you wanted to learn, you just looked up on Cerebi or on the computer. You know, like who buys guidebooks? I'd probably buy one if I have the chance. But I just wanted y'all to get a little feel of some of the Pokemon collection here in my Pokemon legacy. So watch part 2. Like, subscribe, comment. See you next time.